a few hours. PS 90. 2, 4. J 10. 10. Had 1. 12. Re 15. 3. Despite his timelessness, Jehovah is preeminently a historical God, identifying himself with specific times, places, persons, and events. In his dealings with mankind he has acted according to an exact timetable. G 15. 13, 16. 17. 21. X 12. 6-12. If 4 because his eternal existence is undeniable and the most fundamental fact in the universe, he is sworn by it in oaths, saying, "As I am alive," thereby guaranteeing the absolute certainty of his promises and prophecies. J 22. 24. Z 2. 9. New 14. 21, 28. Isra 49. 18 men, 2, took oaths, swearing by the fact of Jehovah's existence. JD 8. 19. Root 3. 13 Only senseless ones say, "There is no Jehovah." PS 14. 1. 10. 4. Descriptions of his presence. Since he is a spirit beyond the power of humans to see Joe 4. 24. Any description of his appearance in human terms can only approximate his incomparable glory. Issa 40. 25, 26 While not actually seeing their creator Joe 1. 18. Certain of his servants were given inspired visions of his heavenly courts. Their description of his presence portrays not only great dignity and awesome majesty but also serenity, order, beauty, and pleasantness. X 24. 9-11. Issa 6. 1. As 1. 26-28. Jar 7. 9. Re 4. 1-3. See also PS 96. 4-6. As can be noted, these descriptions employ metaphors and similes, likening Jehovah's appearance to things known to humans. Jewels, fire, rainbow. He is even described as Lo textoi acute miritra longo, Jehovah 14:19. 14 Man cannot successfully measure even the vast physical universe. Yet the physical heavens do not embrace or enclose the place of God's residence, and much less does some earthly house or temple. 1 Kai 8. 27. PS 148. 13 Through Moses, Jehovah specifically warned the nation of Israel not to make an image of him in the form of a male or of any kind of created thing. De 4. 15-18 So, whereas Luke's account records Jesus' reference to expelling demons by means of God's finger, Matthew's account shows that Jesus thereby referred to God's Spirit, or active force. Lu 11. 20. Mount 12. 28. Compare Job 27. 5 and Ge 1. 2. Personal qualities revealed in creation. Certain facets of Jehovah's personality are revealed by his creative works even prior to his creation of man. Row 1. 20 The very act of creation reveals his love. This is because Jehovah is self-contained, lacking nothing. Hence, although he created hundreds of millions of spirit sons, not one could add anything to his knowledge or contribute some desirable quality of emotional personality that he did not already possess in superior degree. Jar 7. 9, 10. Hope 12. 22. Issa 40. 13, 14. Row 11. 33, 34. This, of course, does not mean that Jehovah does not find pleasure in his creatures. Since man was made in God's image Ge 1. 27, it follows that the joy a human father finds in his child, particularly one who shows filial love and acts with wisdom, reflects the joy that Jehovah finds in his intelligent creatures who love and wisely serve him. PR 27. 11. Mount 3. 17. 12. 18 This pleasure comes, not from any material or physical gain, but from seeing his creatures willingly hold to his righteous standards and show unselfishness and generosity. 1ch 29. 14-17. PS 50. 7-15. 147. 10, 11. Heb 13. 16. Contrariwise, those who take the wrong course and show contempt for Jehovah's love, who bring reproach on his name and cruel suffering to others, cause Jehovah to feel hurt at his heart. GE 6. 5-8. PS 78. 36-41. Heb 10. 38. Jehovah also finds pleasure in the exercise of his powers, whether in creation or otherwise, his works always having a real purpose and a good motive. PS 135. 3-6. ISLA 46. 10, 11. 55. 10, 11. As the generous giver of every good gift and every perfect present, he takes delight in rewarding his faithful sons and daughters with blessings. Ches 1. 5, 17. PS 35. 27. 84. 11, 12. 149. For yet, though he is a God of warmth and feeling, his happiness is clearly not dependent upon his creatures, nor does he sacrifice righteous principles for sentimentality. Jehovah also showed love in granting his first created spirit son the privilege of sharing with him in all further works of creation, both spirit and material, generously causing this fact to be made known with resultant honor to his son. GE 1. 26. Col 1. 15-17. He thus did not weakly fear the possibility of competition but, rather, displayed complete confidence in his own rightful sovereignty. X 15. 11. As well as in his son's loyalty and devotion. He allows his spirit sons relative freedom in the discharge of their duties, on occasion even permitting them to offer their views on how they might carry out particular assignments. 1 Chi 22. 19-22. As the Apostle Paul pointed out, Jehovah's invisible qualities are also revealed in his material creation. Row 1. 19, 20. His vast power is staggering to the imagination, huge galaxies of billions of stars being but the work of his fingers. PS 8. 1, 3, 4. 19. 1, and the richness of his wisdom displayed is such that, even after thousands of years of research and study, the understanding that men have of the physical creation is but a whisper compared with mighty thunder. Job 26. 14. PS 92. 5. EC 3. 11. Jehovah's creative activity toward the planet Earth was marked by logical orderliness, following a definite program. GE 1. 2-31, making the Earth. As astronauts in the 20th century called it. A jewel in space. O textoi acute miritra longo, Jehovah 15. Pleasantness at your right hand forever. PS 16. 8, 11. Having been the object of so much love, Adam and Eve should certainly have known that God is love, the source and supreme example of love. 1 Job 4. 16, 19. Most important, Jehovah God supplied man's spiritual needs. Adam's father revealed himself to his human son, communicating with him, giving him divine assignments of service, the obedient performance of which would constitute a major part of man's worship. GE 1. 27-30. 2. 15-17. Compare Am 4. 13. A God of moral standards. Man early came to know Jehovah not merely as a wise and bountiful provider, but also as a God of morals, one holding to definite standards as to what is right and what is wrong in conduct and practice. If, as indicated, Adam knew the account of creation, then he also knew Jehovah had divine standards, for the account says of his creative works that Jehovah saw that it was very good, hence meeting his perfect standard. GE 1. 3, 4, 12, 25, 31. Compared to 32. 3, 4. Without standards there could be no means for determining or judging good and bad, or for measuring and recognizing degrees of accuracy and excellence. In this regard, the following observations from the Encyclopaedia Britannica 1959, Volume 21, pages 306, 307 are enlightening. man's accomplishments in establishing standards pale into insignificance when compared with standards in nature. The constellations, the orbits of the planets, the changeless normal properties of conductivity, ductility, elasticity, hardness, permeability, refractivity, strength, or viscosity in the materials of nature, or the structure of cells, are a few examples of the astounding standardization in nature. Showing the importance of such standardization in the material creation, the same work says, only through the standardization found in nature is it possible to recognize and classify the many kinds of plants, fishes, birds or animals. Within these kinds, individuals resemble each other in minutest detail of structure, function and habits peculiar to each. Compare GE 1. 11, 12, 21, 24, 25. If it were not for such standardization in the human body, physicians would not know whether an individual possessed certain organs, where to look for them. In fact, without nature's standards there could be no organized society, no education and no physicians. Each depends upon underlying, comparable similarities. Adam saw much stability in Jehovah's creative works, the regular cycle of day and night, the steady downward course of the water in Eden's river in response to the force of gravity, and countless other things that gave proof that Earth's creator is not a god of confusion but of order. GE 1. 16-18. 2. 10. EC 1. 5-7. J 31. 35, 36. 1 Co 14. 33 Man surely found this helpful in carrying out his assigned work and activities. GE 1. 28. 2. 15. Being able to plan and work with confidence, free from anxious uncertainty. In view of all of this, it should not have seemed strange to intelligent man that Jehovah should set standards governing man's conduct and his relations with his Creator. Jehovah's own splendid workmanship set the example for Adam in his cultivating and caring for Eden. GE 2. 15. 1. 31 Adam also learned God's standard for marriage, that of monogamy, and of family relationship. GE 2. 24 Especially stressed as essential for life itself was the standard of obedience